Hey family, welcome back to the channel today. We are going to break down a 5-step system that is going to help you save your first $10,000. Even if your paycheck feels way too small right now, I need you to understand something deep in your spirit. Your income does not control whether you build wealth or not. Your system does. Most of us have been told that saving money means living miserably with no coffee, no fun, and no vacations. When people paint that kind of picture, it is no wonder so many of us give up before we even get started. But listen. I have seen everyday people working regular jobs, cashiers, daycare workers, and warehouse drivers hit that $10,000 goal without starving themselves or working 3 jobs. The secret here isn't sacrifice. The secret is strategy. And that is exactly what I am going to show you today. By the end of this video, you aren't just going to know the system. You are going to have the tools to make it 10 times easier. So grab your notebook, because we are going step by step. Let us start with a reality check. Almost half of Americans do not even have $500 set aside for an emergency. Think about that. Half of the people you walk past every single day are just one car repair or one medical bill away from debt. And this isn't just people at the bottom. Families making $75,000, $90,000, or even over $100,000 a year are still living paycheck to paycheck. That is a problem. It happens because their money doesn't have a system. It just flows in and flows out, and they hope something is left at the end of the month. But the reality is they have more month at the end of their money than money at the end of their month. The people who actually get ahead financially aren't always the ones making the most. They are the ones using systems that work no matter what the paycheck looks like. Here is the biggest lie you've probably been told: I can save because I don't make enough money. I want to crush that belief right now. Let us do the math together. $10,000 over 20. 4 months is $416 a month. That is just $208. Per Pascal white check if you repaid bi-weekly. If you stretch that to 30 months, it's only $166 per Pascal white check. Break that down daily, and we are talking about $13.70 a day. Family, that is literally less than a lunch combo at Chick-fil-A. If you make just $12 an hour, that is barely 1 hour of work per Dalton Y dedicated to your future self. I know you can do this. Imagine when you save that first $1,000. Your brain flips a switch. You go from thinking, I am broke, to, I can actually do this. That identity shift is worth more than the money itself, because once you see yourself as a saver, you will never look at money the same way again. If you agree with me so far, drop a 10K in the comments, because now I'm walking you through the system. First, we have to talk about reverse budgeting. Most people pay their bills first and then try to save what's left, but there is never anything left. Reverse budgeting means you pay yourself first. The moment that check hits your account, you move your savings into a separate bucket before you pay a single bill or swipe for groceries. Even if it's just $20, that money needs to be gone before you can spend it. Look at Jordan. He worked at a grocery store and started with just $25 every paycheck. After 6 months, he bumped it to $50, then eventually $75. 2 years later, he had over $9,400 in his account, and he never felt like he had to change his lifestyle. This is exactly why my Spending with Purpose tracker is so helpful. It shows you exactly where your money is leaking and helps you redirect it toward your goals instead. Next, we look at boosting your income without burning out. I'm not telling you to get a second job that drains the life out of you. I'm saying maximize what you already have. If your job offers overtime or holiday pay, grab it. Lisa worked retail and made an extra $2,500 in 6 months just by being the person who covered shifts when others called out. If overtime isn't an option, look around your house. The average American home has about $3,000 worth of unused items, old furniture, clothes, electronics, just sitting there. Sell them. That is $3,000 toward your goal right there. Think about your skills too. Babysitting, mowing lawns, braiding hair, or tutoring. Even an extra $150 a month adds up to $1,800 a year. My financial freedom budget template shines here because it lets you plug in those extra dollars and see exactly how much they speed up your timeline. Now, let's talk about what the gurus get wrong. They tell you to cut out coffee. But coffee isn't the problem. The real savings come from the big rocks: housing, transportation, and food. Take Monique, a single mom working as a cashier. She didn't worry about her coffee. She moved to a cheaper apartment and saved $250 a month. She started carpooling and saved another $100 on gas. She cut eating out from 5 times a week to just 2, saving another $120. That is $470 every single month. Over $5,000 a year just from focusing on the big expenses. One big move on your housing or car is more significant than 1,000 cups of coffee. We also have to stop relying on willpower. Willpower runs out, but automation never does. You need to set up automatic transfers on payday into a high-yield savings account. I'm not talking about your regular checking account or even the same bank. Move that money somewhere separate where you won. Touch it. This works because your money will grow at 3 to 4% interest instead of basically zero. And because you don't see the money, you won be tempted to spend it. You're rebuilding a money machine in the background while your life goes on. The last step is the one most people skip, the deadline. If you just say, I want to save $10,000 someday, that day will never come. But if you set a firm date, your brain goes to work. Andre gave himself 28 months until his 30th birthday to save $10,000. That meant he needed to put aside $357 a month. He hit that goal and felt so empowered because it wasn't overwhelming anymore. It was just math. Remember, deadlines create urgency. Urgency creates focus, and focus creates results. Pick your date today. To recap, use reverse budgeting to pay yourself first. Boost your income by using your gifts and selling what you don't need. Attack the big rocks like housing and food. Automate your transfers to a separate account. And finally, set a deadline and pick your date. When you put this together, saving $10,000 stops being a dream and starts becoming your reality. Take action right now by grabbing my free Spending with Purpose tracker and my financial freedom budget template in the links below. And if you're serious about making this happen faster, book a coaching call with me so we can build a strategy tailored specifically to you. Remember, saving $10,000 isn't about how much you make. It's about having a system that works. Everyday people are already doing this, and if they can, you can too. Set your deadline and let us get to work. This is Amani reminding you that wealth is built step by step and decision by decision. If you found value in this, hit that like button, subscribe to the Amani Invest family, and share this with someone who needs to hear it. The best time to invest in yourself was yesterday. The second best time is now.